All right. Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hudash. A double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect. I get my there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMSDENVER camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua with another camp speaking, to uplift and exalt the name of the Almighty God Yahweh through the name of his only begotten Son, Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, to let the world know what the Most High is doing on this planet Earth as he foreordained to be from the beginning. You see, because that's what's happening. Everything written in prophecy is what we see playing out around us every day. And it's all going to end up being what the Heavenly Father ordained it to be before the world was even created. So as we see America thrown into a state of chaos, you have to understand and know the Most High foretold of these things, man. You see, this place is being dismantled, it's being destroyed, because what? It's time out for this age of wickedness upon the heathen, man. It's time out for everything being in a state of disorder. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is bringing an end to it as he promised he would do. This is not a surprise to us. It's only a surprise to you people who have a true, full understanding of what was actually written in the scripture. Going to all these different comment boards, these people crying and complaining to the Lord, hoping that America's made great again, hoping that America bounced back. But you of what the Most High's will is, it's always going to end this way. You see, just like every heathen empire before it, America is falling. You see, and that was set from the beginning. So let's get that second Ezra chapter 4. Somebody grab it.
The second Ezra chapter 4 verse 19, I answered and said, verily
4 and 29.
Second Ezra 4 and verse 29, and it reads, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it sown with good.
So if this place that is sown with evil and wickedness, this adultery, idolatry, you see, blasphemy, you see, if this place that's rooted and just being abominable before to an end, then that which is good can be swept, the kingdom of heaven. So all you Israelites who are out here afraid of Jacob's trouble happening, which we're living in now, you see, this is what it must be. So we can move on to that glory, that city that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has prepared for us, man. If this doesn't come to an end, we're basically going to be stagnated in prophecy, meaning we can't move forward. You see, America's falling is a part of us progressing onto the next phase of prophecy, man. So we love to see the things happening in the earth that's happening. We love to see these things transpire because we know and understand it's a step closer to us coming into the glory that the Most High has prepared for us, man. Because doesn't it tell us that the Most High is a city prepared for his people? Can somebody get that real quick? In Hebrews 11, the Most High is a city prepared, man. And for us to enter into the fullness of that city, everything that we see happening has to be. You see, and it's just going to get worse. We're going to continue to take this. This nigga Donald Trump is not going to stop. He's fully in the spirit of Nero. You see, now, hey, basically, America's basically a fucking country of bread and circus, man. I was in a gym a few days ago. Don't you know they just had the NBA draft and the fucking NHL draft back to back, back to back. I was like, goddamn, they having 2 drafts for 2 different sports in the same fucking week. That's never happened before. Because what? These bread and circus have to continue to go around the clock because that's all that's left. They have to keep the minds of the people distracted. With this whole 4th of July, you know, it didn't even feel like the 4th. In times past, it was festive. Yeah, I was in the store getting some ice cream yesterday because it was hot as shit. And the cashier asked the Edomite woman, "Are you going somewhere to watch the fireworks?" She was like, no, I'm going in the house. You know why? Because this shit is over with, man.
Mirth is gone.
Hey, somebody get in Isaiah 24. That whole festive America, all that shit is over with. Why? Because the Most High is closing the curtain on America, because it's time for the end of the age of wickedness, man. It's time for the end of the age of the heathen. That's why it's all happening. What's up?
I was gonna add too. There's a lot of more people waking up to knowing that there's more danger out there. Everybody else, you know, asleep with all the bread and circus. You got a lot of more people waking up that there's more danger.
Well, because that's the time we're living in. We're living in an age of violence, man. This is how America will go out, violently. But it has to be this way. This is what it will be before we come into that kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. Somebody got that Hebrews?
I got Hebrews.
The verse, it says the Most High's kingdom prepared for them.
Shit.
Somebody look it up.
Got Matthews. No.
It might be a
Matthew
city prepared.
25.
I thought Matthew 25:34. That's the only one I
It
got.
might be a city prepared for them.
Okay.
It's over Abraham.
Hebrews 11:16.
I got you. This is Hebrews 11:16. But now they desire a better country, that is, a heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power.
So if we desire this country, that heavenly country, what has to happen? All the things that the Most High said will happen before it comes, man. That includes Jacob's trouble. That includes this devil coming down having great rap. That includes the MOTB being made mandatory and you having to lose all your worldly possessions. You see? All that has to be, man. World War III has to be. The nukes, they have to come. All these things have to come before we can enter into that city that the Most High is prepared for us, man. That city that all of our righteous forefathers have been longing for. You see? This has to be. You see? And it's just going to get even more violent out here. We ain't seen shit yet. Shit is still running like business as usual, man. People are still going to their destinations with no care in the world. People are still getting their checks and still being able to buy food. The time for that shit is coming to an end. You see? People still have the bread to pay rent. Even though they're barely getting by, they still have the bread to do so. It's going to get worse than that, to where you're not going to have any access to any resources. Shit is going to become very scarce. You see? People are going to become violent. Lack of resources causing people to what? To go out here and become animalistic, man. You see? Survival of the fittest. That's the things that must be. You see? To end this evil age. For that age of righteousness to be ushered in. For us to enter into this city that the Most High has prepared. So we can't be afraid of what we're seeing, man. You have to fully embrace it. Jacob's trouble is a must. And we're going to be in the midst of it, man. But just like the three holy children were in that fiery furnace, and Yahushua came down to engulf them and protect them, to shield them, as it says he would do for those who truly believe. He's going to be with us in the time of this affliction, man. He's going to be with us in the midst of this burning fiery furnace, which is all the hell that is coming our way. And you have to believe that. You can't be in the spirit of these false groups out here telling you ain't no miracles coming, ain't no chariots. You see, telling you how you expect to eat if you don't get a chip. See, we can't be in the spirit of these niggas, man. We have to be in the spirit of all of our righteous forefathers, of what? Standing firm in our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, no matter what, man. Because we know that's how we're going to be taken care of, because that's what's told unto us in the script. It doesn't say anything other than that. It tells us that if we trust in the Lord, he will take care of us. Does it not tell us that, well, hey, the Most High servants are going to eat, they're going to be rejoicing, they're going to be shielded, protected, and be able to abide under his the shadow of the Almighty, to be in his refuge? That's what it tells us constantly all throughout the scripture for us who trust in these words that are written, man. And that's what it's going to be. See, you guys are moving in this shaky, basically, weary spirit. And this weary spirit because what? You don't really have any faith, man. You're uncertain what's going to happen. It's because you're not following what's written. You out here trying to do your own thing, these gimmicks. All that shit is drying up, man. This facade that you guys have been putting on, acting as if you're down with Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, all that facade, all that bravado, all those gimmicks, that shit is going to be dried up, and all you're going to be left with is what? Is what's real. You see, and a lot of you haven't rooted yourself in what's real, man. You see? And that's why you're speaking the things that you're speaking. That's why you're moving the way you're moving, man. Go ahead. Let's read it from the top again.
Hebrews 11 and 16. But now they desire a better country, that is, an heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city. By faith, Abraham, when he...
That's it. So he had prepared for them a city, man. That's what's prepared. But for us to enter into the fullness of that city, we have to go through the hell, the tribulation to inherit it. Somebody hold 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and start at verse 1.
I got to step right away. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 5 verse 1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
So you can't be in the spirit of thinking that this is the end all be all, man. Yeah, you have your things right now, but you got to understand, all this shit is temporary. All this shit is but for a moment. All this is just to get you to the point to where you can do the work, you see, and not have to over worry about the things that you have. You see, because once again, we're gonna have to eventually let all this shit go because the MOTB is coming. That digital system is being set up, and you're gonna have to bend the knee to have all these things that you have, to continue to have all these things that you have, from your apartment, your house, your car, your job, your access to the resources, the grocery stores, the gas stations. You're gonna have to be integrated into this digital system, man. You see, but we're not in the spirit to be like, oh man, what up, man? We're in the spirit to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai because He's told us that He's going to take care of us because we're moving in faith. We're trusting in Him, and we have many accounts to look back to show us the Most High taking care of us in dire situations, man. When we're in the wilderness, He fed us a manna. You see, Jake was complaining about the manna. The Most High sent us meat, sent us quails. So this it's nothing for the Most High to take care of us while everybody else is suffering. Hey, the verse of the day is, with man, all these things seem impossible, but with the Most High, all things are possible, man. And that's the spirit we're moving in. We're not worried about food or shelter or raiment when it goes down. Even if we get caught out here in the wilderness, even if we're not in the same state that we're holding camp in, we're fully prepared to be what? In the spirit, to believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, knowing that He can take care of us in any situation. You see? We're not out here talking about no damn bug out bag, or if you got one, ain't nothing wrong with that. But we ain't out here building the fucking bunker. You see, because at the end of the day, you putting your faith in that is vain faith, man. Because you might not even be in the state that you have that shit prepared in. You might not, you might fuck around and leave the house and forget your bug out bag, and you can't go back to the crib. Now what?
You might be at the grocery store, at your job, somewhere, and it's gonna be enough for you not to get back to it.
And guess what? That's okay.
Yep.
Because now, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shah, let's get it. And we're going to move in faith. And the Most High going to have us move in the spirit how we need to move in the spirit. If we end up getting hemmed up by 12 or these soldiers that's coming in, that's meant to happen. And we going to have faith in it to what? That Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to get us up out of it, man. Because we know all this must be before we can end to get to our final destination, man. All these things that are coming our way is a part of our course that we have to walk. You see, and we have to continue to walk that course in faith, man. Like the Apostle Paul tells us, I finished my course. And he finished it in faith, man. He said, that's why he says what? Fight the good fight of faith. No matter what situation you're in, you have to continue to what? Hold up that shield of faith. No matter what situation you're in, man. And know and understand that every situation we find ourselves in is because the Most High put us in that situation to try our faith. That's what we're going to have to be fully rooted in when this shit turns up to the max. And that's coming. That's coming.
Can I get one more?
What?
This is Sirach chapter 11 verse 25. or verse 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
There it is. It's nothing, man. And that's why you need to be building a what? A track record, a good track record with the Most High in faith. Because in the flesh, you're going to constantly fuck up. You see, you can forget about that. You can forget about doing anything pleasing in the flesh to satisfy the Most High, man. You see, there's nothing that you can do in this flesh to satisfy Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua except for have faith. A faith that you can't even have unless the Most High allows you to have it. So if you have it, hey, tap into that fully, man. You see? Because there is nothing that you can do in your flesh to please the Most High, because we've already failed that standard that he set for us, man. This bitch so bang, she putting on goddamn makeup while she driving. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Vanity. Good Lord. Then she'll run into the back of the motherfucking car and be like, oh, I don't know what happened. Bitch, you putting on makeup while you driving. You see? That's why it happened, you dumb bitch. But that was it on that. What you on?
I got this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm.
So all you guys out here talking about you trusting in these carnal guns and weapons, that shit ain't gonna do you no good, man. Now, if you have one, you have one, but you know and understand that your salvation is not coming from that. Just because you have a gun doesn't mean you're gonna be saved. Just because you have a gun, that doesn't mean you're gonna fuck around and get in a position, and the most I can have you be so fucking nervous you forget how to use it.
Or it locks, jams.
That too. You see? Or you can fuck around and leave the house without it, and now you can't get back to it. Now what you got? It's all rooted in faith, man. And that's what's gonna lead us to this kingdom where dwelleth righteousness, man. Where it's gonna be accomplished through faith. You see that? Yes, ma'am.
It says, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, for he shall be like the heath in the desert and shall not see when good coming.
You see that? And that's what these guys. That's what these guys are finding themselves, man. They're trusting in flesh. They're trusting in themselves. That's why when you go into when you take a look into that ministry, they're not uplifting the Heavenly Father. They're not uplifting Yahushua. Do you understand how important Yahushua is for us, man? For you guys to talk about you're not worshiping him, you're not bowing down to him. Don't you know that to have access to the miracles, to have access to the protection, to have access for the angels to come down and shield you and protect you, to have access to the spiritual power that we're gonna need to overcome all this shit that's coming our way, is all rooted in who? Yahushua, man. You see? This is what a lot of you guys are missing, because you're trusting in yourself. You think you're gonna get the victory because of something that you can do carnally. There's nothing that we can do carnally, man. Yahushua tells us that he's the true vine and we are the branches. So if we're not connected to him, we have no life, we have no power, we have no access. You see that? That's why he's so important, man. But you guys are going to find out the hard way. You got it, man.
So back in Jeremiah 17, Jeremiah 17 and verse 6, where he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited.
And that goes that parched land. That means having no water. That means you have no life. That means you're spiritually dehydrated, man. You see, and it's all because you're not connected to that cistern of life, man, which is Yahushua. You see, because you're trying to do it your own way. You see. You want to be justified and get the salvation by something you can do in your flesh. That's not how it's working, man.
Verse 7, it says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and whose hope the Lord is.
See, blessed is the man that trusts in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. Even right now, we have everything that we need to get by. You see, it might be tight, but we still have everything, man. We have shelter. We have food and raiment.
We have the bare necessities.
Yeah, we have everything that we need to be successful in this ministry, man. And the Most High wants it to be tight. He don't want you to have a over access to everything, because you will be in the spirit of the people in the world, man. The Most High knows us better than we know ourselves. You can sit up here and act like, oh, I wouldn't be. Man, get out of here. You see? Let's be real, man. That's why we don't have an abundance like you see a Floyd Mayweather. You see what happens to niggas when they get that type of shit. They forget about the Most High, man.
Yeah.
That's why King Solomon says what? Give me poverty nor riches, man. We got that perfect balance. Sometimes you have more, and sometimes you have less. You see, but you still have enough to get through, and that's all we need. Because at the end of the day, we're privileged. This is not the end. This is not the end all be all, man. This is not it. You see, this shit is being brought to an end, so you can't be so consumed in this place. Continue to trust in the Lord and understand and know that He's laid our path out for us to walk, for us to get to that next glory, man. You see, to enter into the glory with Yahweh Shai. That's this. If you're looking at this shit around you and you're thinking that this is the end all be all, that this is the height of society, that this is the furthest that man goes, man, you don't understand what the fuck is going on, man. There's something. Yahweh Shai is coming with something better. You see, Yahweh Shai is coming back with immortality, and He's bringing it to those who truly believe, man, and that's what we want. That was it on that?
Okay. Confident and secure and bold in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
And confidence goes into what? Faith. You see? That's why it tells us to do what? To do.
Okay, there we go. It
See?
said we're live again, yeah.
These phones been tripping. I don't even front. I thought my shit. I thought my shit was tripping, but I guess it's all of them. My shit has been on one all week.
This is Philippians 4:11.
My shit has been on.
Not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound.
And the thing is, in either one of those conditions, we still serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. No matter what. I know Satan tries to come and make you feel like, oh, if you get a better job, you see, if you get a better car, you're going to forget about the Lord. But nah, you're still in the same hell, man. You see, you're just in a nicer spot. You just have a better car. You see, it's still the same hell, and we're still crying out to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua no matter what. Because don't none of this worldly shit matter to us, man. You see, because no matter what you do, no matter where you live, no matter what you're driving, no matter how fly you with your clothes, it's always going to come back to the sorrow that we have in this truth, man. That this is not perfection. This is not the world of righteousness. You see, all this adultery around us, all these fucking homos and lesbians, all these transgenders walking around us, this shit is vexing. You see, being subject to payment, being up under the heathen, it's always going to be brought back to the forefront of our minds, man, because this ain't the rest. No matter what you may have on the side, this ain't it. There's something better coming, and that's when we're gonna have to. That's when we're gonna not have any sorrows anymore. No more worries. You see, no more uncertainty. It's gonna be ended with this age, man. You see, that's what's gonna be ushered in, an age of no sorrow for the Israelites, beginning with the elect. That's what's coming. That's what we're longing for. What you supposed to?
Yeah, so you talk about how all the material things, they can't really satisfy you, man. Look at King Solomon.
Yep.
He had everything, man.
Vanity, bro.
And it says right here in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 14, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
And the only thing that's anything of value is our trust, our faith, our belief, our confidence in Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing that really matters on this side, man. Everything else is what do you call it? Everything else is
It's vanity, useless.
another word. Shit.
Futile.
Extracurricular? No, that ain't it. I can't remember. If it comes to me, supplemental. You see, that's all it is. Things to supplement you to endure on this journey. That's it. You see, the job that you have to take care of everything that you need to take care of, it's only supplemental, man. The true value and riches comes in this faith that we have, man. That's the only thing of value here. And this is something that everyone doesn't have. That's why it's known as what? The precious gift of faith. Not everybody has this, man. I was on the balcony last night just listening to these motherfuckers live it up in the complex, man. And I'm outside looking at cherries. Praying to the Lord while everybody else is in this festive ass 4th of July spirit. And cherries is overhead. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers are dead around me, man. Right. We're living in the world of the dead.
You're in the right spirit. The brothers in the right spirit while they're out there reviling and partying. it up, living it up in Babylon. It says in the scriptures in Ecclesiastes that, you know, better to go to the house of mourning than the house of mirth.
I mean, was in a deep state of meditation, man. Looking up to the heavens, praying to the Lord, to have the Spirit to all these things we're asking for. While everybody else around us is in a spirit of mirth. And it's mostly Jake. You see, not having a fucking clue of what's going on. And that's why this gift of faith that we have is precious. Not everybody is able to do what we do or see what we see or believe what we believe, man. So we find ourselves amongst the blessed. Go ahead, bro. How you doing? But that's what it is, man. That's what it is, bro. We need out. You know what I'm saying? You think that if you get these worldly things, you'll be in a better. No, it's gonna be more hell. Because what? This ain't our rest. This ain't the final resting place for the Israelites, man. You got these niggas on the comment board talking about why is all this going on? I thought America was the promised land according to Big Judah. Nigga, what you talking about? You see how far, bro? The time is about to run off the clock, and you niggas are still at the finish line. You ain't even started playing the game yet. If you talking about the damn promised land is America.
Yeah, same mindset after the Christian.
What? We told
God
you that
bless
this place,
America.
This place is not the promised land, man.
Same mindset at them, bro.
That shows y'all have no understanding. That shows that you're still in the congregation of the dead, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You talking about Big Judah? We told you Big Judah ain't know what the fuck you was talking about, and now you want to come to us, to our comment boards, and ask these dumb ass questions. When we've broken these things down, beginning with our apostles and elders, they've been breaking this thing down for decades, man. And now you niggas is finally catching on. You getting hip now. Bro, the game is almost over. You got something else?
Oh shit! There was a dude that walked up on me today before camp, and he was trying to look for a store. He's like, well, I wanted to go to this store. I'm like, all right, I don't know, they're around here. Look for them, like, well, there's too many crackers. I'm like, it's everywhere. He's like, oh, he looked at the sign. He's like, well, what are you selling? What are you doing? I'm like, just preaching the gospel, preaching the truth. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Well, time is at hand. He's like, hey, what are you going to do when that digital system rolls up? I'm like, yeah, it's already here. I'm like, what are you going to do when it's forced upon you? You know? But see?
That's the second person. He was crying like you did.
But the thing is, ain't nobody out here black. Nobody out here black.
Black Jews. That's
part of the darkness, man. And there's nobody black out here. You see? I'm
Your shirt's black.
Brown. My shirt black. I ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Your garment black. He not black. We are brown, melanated people.
I think I'm getting darker than you.
from a very, very dark brown to a very, very light brown. To the point where
the
we
mingling.
so scattered. You got Jakes that's purple. You see, living amongst them Hamites, purple. You know what I'm saying? All the way to a fucking pale albino amongst the goddamn Esau, man. It's a whole spectrum of dark and light. Ain't nothing black about us, man. Not our spirit, not our skin tone. You see? But what you got?
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, and verse 18. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start verse 17. Salakia. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 17. For our light affliction.
Somebody hold Romans 8, start at 16.
2 Corinthians 4 verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
That's what this is, man. And the affliction begins in your fucking mind. That's where the main affliction begins, man. Because you motherfuckers you think it's easy to do what we do. It's not, because we're fighting battles on the daily. All around the clock, man. Going through fucking mental gymnastics, fighting Satan all damn day, man. It's like a never-ending sparring match. You want to stop, you want to put your guard down, but he's still throwing jabs. You see, he's still throwing spiritual hooks to the body, man. So we have to stay on our P's and Q's at all times, even though, what was up?
Low blows.
All that shit, man. You see, the bell ring. That's what I'm gonna say. The bell ring. Y'all go to the corner. This nigga over there doing push-up. You trying to catch your breath. You see, and it's like that around the clock, man. But it's just a light affliction. You see, because once this portion of our story is ended, it's going to be everlasting joy and righteousness forever, everlasting life, man. What Yahweh Shai is about to usher in is going to be a time of no sorrow, no stress, no worry for the Israelites forevermore, forever. You see,
it's not
after this shit,
comparable to what we're going through now.
Exactly. This shit right here is just only a small space of time that we will never experience ever again once it's over with, man. And that's beautiful. That's what we're longing for. This is why we need America to fall, man. Who wants to continue to live paycheck to paycheck? Who wants to continue to live in a system where you are subject to lose your job at any time?
Hey,
You see, what's up?
that Jake on Family Feud.
Oh yeah, man. You want to constantly be in a fucking a state of working, a state of being on this fucking hamster wheel, running,
Budgeting.
and budgeting. And the more you acquire, the harder you have to run in that motherfucker. That's what these people are doing. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're trying to acquire all these carnal things on this side to try to hold up in the appearance, and it's causing them to have to run harder and harder on that motherfucking hamster wheel. You see? And the majority of them have lost sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see, we're not in that spirit because we know everything that we have on the side is temporary. You see? It's only for a moment. This is a small speck in our history. You see? It's not forever, just a small little blip on our, on our existence. And after this, everlasting everything, man. Go ahead, finish it, bro.
All right, so 2 Corinthians
That nigga
chapter
gotta
4.
die. He gotta die. See, niggas that walk around like this, he gotta go. There's no place for him in the earth. Look at that. That's weird. That's weird. How you uncoordinated when you walk? Good Lord. Go ahead, bro.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 17 from the top it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
So everything that we're going through now is going to bring us into an exceeding glory, a glory that can't even be comprehended, a glory that can't even be fully explained. You see, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, can somebody hold, we've only seen a few of his works? That's what you got to understand, man. We've seen everything this world has to offer. We've seen everything, we've seen everything that this world has to offer. Now, have we experienced everything? No. But we've experienced a lot on our journey, and we've seen everything that comes with this life, man. And it's more than this. There's more to this, man. There's more to this than working. You see? Being subject to all the shit that we're subject to. There's a higher way of living coming, and that's what we're longing for. You got it. What's up? Go ahead.
So this is verse 18, 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
You see that? Everything that we see is temporary. Everything that we don't see, everything that we believe and know that it's coming is eternal. But for us to come into that eternity, what has to happen? This age has to end. You see, and according to what the Most High has ordained, it's going to be violent. It's going to be scary, man, because we're in the flesh. This flesh is a piece of shit, man. This flesh has emotions tied to it, fear tied to it. But we're going to overcome and override that fear through our faith, man. Now, when shit happens, like, oh shit, it might shock, but we have to get in the spirit and know and understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is with us, man. You see? You got it.
This is the book of Sirach 43 and 32.
Hey, Baba, start at 31.
31. It says, who hath seen him that he might tell us, and who can magnify him as he is?
No one. Even King Solomon says what? Praise the Lord, because you cannot praise him enough, man. You see, we try to thank the Lord all throughout the day, multiple times a day, and it still is not enough. That's why the Most High has those angels, those 24 elders around the throne. What do they do all day? Praise his name. That's their job, all around the clock, man. You see? And that signifies, the men on the earth. It's not the Most High being praised all around the clock by the men. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to be doing that all day, every day, individually. But how the Most High has the thing set up, he's being praised around the clock daily. You see, by the men putting up videos, by brothers sending their prayers, whatever time of the day they're sending it up. I can guarantee you, there's not a second or an hour that passed by that the Lord is not being uplifted and exalted by the true believers here on the earth, man. You see?
especially GMS. You know, we're flooding the internet. You can turn on YouTube any hour of the day. You'll see brothers doing live videos.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. You got
This
it.
is verse 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be.
Well, there are here greater things than these be, meaning what?
Saying that.
We've seen, once again, we've seen everything the world has to offer, man. You see? And we've seen all the creations, or the majority of the Most High's creations here. You see? And there's still more secrets that's going to be revealed unto us as we come into this, the earth being rejuvenated, man, and brought to that state of paradise. And it's beyond a motherfucking woman, man. It's beyond that box. We've experienced that part of the creation. Guess what? There's greater things out there than coochie, man. I know, right? I know. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. We've experienced a woman.
Don't tell that to a simp.
We've experienced multiple women. You see? We know what the coochie feels. That's a part of the Most High's creation, and it's things beyond that. Things that we're gonna witness and experience. That's gonna blow coochie out of the water, man.
There's things beyond this planet.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
Like righteous rulership, man. Like
God.
peace. Like, come on, man.
And just like and the things on the earth, everything's gonna be unlocked for us. And then we're gonna go out into the heavens and we're gonna see even more things. Go ahead. Oh yeah, the water.
There are yet hid greater things than these be. For we have seen but a few of his works.
We've only seen a few of his works, man.
God.
We've only seen a few of his works. And the thing is, bro, everything that we see around us, how this shit is operating, it's all going to be upgraded and cultivated in righteousness.
God.
You see, the heathen going to go back to goddamn chariots. Like, now, we know it's going to be higher technology, but it might go back to goddamn horse and buggy type shit. We going to be back on some heavenly chariots. That's what's coming. We haven't seen that in fullness yet. Not for a long time. But that's coming back in the earth, and every Israelite is going to have one.
Yep.
We coming into a state where the entire nation, because the thing is, all these heathen have been in rulership, but it hasn't been
In
the fullness of their entire nation being owned. Even here in Esau society, man, you driving through some of these intersections, it's Edomites out there with the goddamn sign, man. Defeated. Completely defeated in their kingdom, in their blessing. That won't be a thing for Israelite in the kingdom of heaven.
No.
You niggas think just because a few of our people got it on this side, you know, that gives you a hope. No, everybody doesn't get to that point. And it's set up like that by design. A lot of these people, even these motherfuckers who look like they got it all over Instagram, these niggas really don't got it. These niggas living in debt. They missed one payment on that goddamn fucking $200,000 necklace. They're gonna come and take that shit. You miss one payment on that goddamn Cybertruck or that Bentley, they gonna come and take your shit. See, that's something we're not gonna have to worry about in the kingdom of heaven, man. This is a part of the gospel. This is what Yahweh Shah is bringing. Being brought into that perfection of righteousness and that second covenant is gonna allow us to have access to things that we can't even comprehend. Things that we never even knew existed. We're gonna be able to touch and hold and mold it to how we want it to be. Complete and utter control over the Most High's creation. That's what he's about to give us. That's something the world has never seen. Now Esau, he has a big portion of it, but he's done this shit in wickedness. Look at this shit dirty, man. Shit dingy. Fucking buildings over here, a hole blown in the wall. Homeless motherfuckers all over the place, junkies everywhere. You come out, but especially this right here, this intersection here. Boy, you come out here at night, it's like the fucking night of the living dead, man. It won't be like that in the kingdom of heaven. Even amongst the heat now, they gonna be up under the curses catching hell, but it ain't gonna be no just being out here being junkies and doing all type of illicit drugs and shit. All that shit's gonna be done with this age. That's something that's done up under Esau, man. You see? You got it. There's one other.
Because all this bullshit with the drugs, the way Esau has doubt, man, is to keep us separated from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and in low condition.
That's what this whole system is set on, man. Being faithless and believing in falsities, man. Believing in false idols that have no power, that have no strength, that have no might. This is what he's giving to you Israelites, man, because he knows that faith is our superpower. Believing in all power Yahweh, believing in his son Yahweh Shai, and walking in the guidelines that they set for us, that's what gives us power. That's what makes us super. That's what makes us chosen and special, man. Following and being obedient to what the Most High created us to do. That's why He's cultivated this entire society to keep you Israelites on the bottom. This whole society is functioning to keep you Israelites in a low fucking level, to keep you separated from the Most High.
And that's His nature. You know, He's a cancer. He's a destroyer.
Somebody hold Isaiah 10 and 20 real quick. And that's why the Most High has programmed the remnant to be in that righteous spirit of faith, like our forefather Abraham, man.
Yep.
You see? Because through the remnant is how our nation is going to be fully reestablished in the earth. See, the Most High don't need the entire nation, man. He's given the dross over to Esau to do whatever he will to him. And whatever you, but know this, there's still Israelites at the end of the day. So everything that you do unto our people, as we see you doing and you about to put them in alligator Alcatraz and you bringing all this hell upon them, you're going to have to pay for all that, man. Even though they're considered dross by the Most High right now, but they're still Israelites when it's all said and done. And you're going to have to pay for every single drop of Israelite blood that you shed in times past and that you're going to shed here in this time. You see? All that blood is going to be accounted for by you devils, man. Trust and believe. That's why it says Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. You motherfuckers going to pay.
Wrap this, just going into, because we talked about how, you know, we haven't seen all the works, and we know that there's something better coming. And even Yahushua spoke on it in John 14 and 1. It says, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in the Most High, believe also in me.
So don't let your mind be troubled, man. Don't be in the spirit of fear. And now we're starting to see an uptick in Israelites who are in a spirit of fear. This is why they were always talking about ain't no tribulation coming, because they're afraid. See, from the time we've come in, we've accepted the fact that Jacob's trouble, because that's a part of the Most High's will. It has to happen. It's happening now. Northern kingdom is in trouble, and they're ramping up. They're ramping it up on the southern kingdom right now. That was all a part of the Most High's will. All this was set to come to pass. We've embraced it from the jump. We didn't try to fight it or sidestep or try to crawl up under it. We walked fully into it, knowing and understanding that this is what it must be for us to end up where Yahushua is, man, back in that glory. You see? So don't let your heart be troubled. This has to happen. Yep. This is a must. You see, this got to come to pass, or we can't move forward. You got it.
Verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions.
Going into those different planets. You see?
If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
And the thing is, once again, who is Yahushua relaying this message from? He's relaying this message to us from the Heavenly Father, showing you that the Heavenly Father and Yahushua are two separate entities, man. What makes them one is that they're on the same accord of righteousness being established in the earth. That's what makes them one. And that makes us one with them, man.
One body.
You see? We're all in agreement with what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has ordained to be from the beginning. We're not fighting against it. We're fully embracing everything. How the Most High has everything set up to be. We are fully committed to it. From all the righteousness, the order of the household, the order of the man, the order of the woman, the order of the child, we're okay with all of it, man. All the laws that the Most High set in place for proper and righteous judgment and justice to be established, we're okay with it. That's the right way. You see? We're not fighting against it, man. That's what makes us one with the Heavenly Father and His Son. Hey, the Most High blessed us to have the mind of Yahushua, to be fully resolved to do His will. Hey, and if it comes down to us having to be martyrs for this truth, having to be put to death for what we believe in, standing firmly rooted, unmovable, unwavering, steadfast in it, may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua give us the spirit to endure all things that we have to endure to finish our portion of our walk, man. You see? You got it.
And again, this is actually Yahushua speaking. It says, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself.
And He has to, because what? It's the Most High's will. It's going to be done. You pagan Roman Catholic Christians and spew this lie talking about the Most High's not going to do nothing He said He's going to do. That's bullshit. All these words that the Most High spoke, that He had his prophets write down and scribe, it has to be, or that will make Him a lie. You see, what you Christians don't understand is All this is based and founded upon the oath that the Most High made. You see? And it goes back to even before the world was even created. This is things that he promised his only begotten son that he would give unto him. And he saw fit to bring it through a certain lineage, a certain bloodline. The sons of God. You see? That was reestablished through our forefather Abraham. And he made an oath unto Abraham and swore upon himself that all these things that he's promised unto him that will be eventually passed down from him to Isaac, to Jacob, to the 12 tribes, all of this has to be fulfilled, man. It tells you in the book of Hebrews that what? Because the Most High can swear by nothing greater. He swore by himself. What's up? Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so it's the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, and verse 15. It says, and so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise.
So we have to patiently endure. We have to patiently endure what? Everything the Most High spoken coming to pass. And now I'm talking about everything. All the hell, all the tribulation, all the murder that we're going to witness, the cannibalism that we're going to witness, people dying of famine. You see? War breaking loose in the streets, complete anarchy and lawlessness out here in this land, man. All that's coming. Civil war, world war, you see? Race riots, violence in the cities, troops in the cities. You see? Hey, you American citizens being fucking bagged and tagged and hauled off to only the Lord knows where, man. That's the type of shit that's coming. And it must be because it's what? It's right here written in the Most High's will, man. It's his counsel. So we have to patiently endure all these things, man. And then what? You got it?
All right, it says, for men verily swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of all strife, wherein the Most High willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise,
the Most High more abundantly to show to the heirs of promise. Who are the heirs of promise? The 12 tribes. Hey, hold up real quick. Where you at? Hebrews what?
Hebrews 6
6? And what?
17.
Let me get this real quick. I want to see what that word abundantly goes into. I ain't never going to that. This is Hebrews 6 and what? 17. The Most High willing more abundantly, right?
Strong's G 4054. Perisatera. Thayer's lexicon. Perisas.
It says what? Exceeding some number or measure or rank or need, or over and above more than is necessary, super added. So the Most High making an oath, it was more than necessary, man. He didn't have to do that, but he did it. Because that was what? Him fully showing unto us that what he said is going to be is what it's going to be. What he's promised to bring unto us is what we're going to receive, man. It says exceeding
more than we imagine, you know what I'm saying?
It says exceeding abundantly, supremely, something further, more, much more than all, more plainly. Superior, extraordinary, surpassing, uncommon. Oh, preeminence, superiority, advantage, more eminent, more remarkable, more excellent. That's the oath that he made. You see? It far outweighs any other oath that's being made on earth, man. Nothing compares to it, and it's going to be done. But the Most High has a way that he's going to keep that oath, man. What you got?
All right, Hebrews 6 and verse 18, it says that by two immutable things.
Immutability goes into what? Something being unchangeable, something that can't be altered. Hey, and that goes back to what? I can guarantee you that precepts back to Malachi 3 and 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. The Most High's words, his promise does not change. No matter what the pagan Roman Catholic Christian Church has told you, they're lying, man. The true understanding of these scriptures is what? The Most High is going to fulfill this word that he's spoken. These words that he's promised to his chosen people, the Israelites. And we see that happening around us each and every day. He's bringing it all to pass, man. You got it.
right? There were two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie. We might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us.
And that's what makes us so bold, man. That's what makes us so confident. That's what makes us firmly rooted in what we believe, because we know and understand the Most High is going to fulfill all that he said he would do. There's no question about it. Ain't no gray area. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. No, it's going to be done. You see, it's going to be done. You can put your life on. Hey, that's what the remnant doing. The remnant is out here making that body a living sacrifice, because we believe in the word of the Most High that much, and knowing that he can't lie.
All in, man.
He can't lie. That's what the whole doctrine of the pagan Roman Catholic Christian Church is based and founded upon, calling the Most High a liar. It doesn't matter about the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob anymore. All it matters is if you believe in Jesus. That makes us spiritual Israel. Bullshit. Bullshit. You see?
Where there is no vision, the people perish. You know, we have our eyes on the prize. We know we have the faith to believe these words are in the scriptures. You know, we know there's something bigger being prepared, bigger waiting for us. While the rest of these, they're the opposite. They don't have that spirit of spirit of believing the scripture and the vision. You know, visionaries, seers, prophets, friends of the Most High. You know,
they've been blinded by the God of this world, man. The power of this current society, which is Esau, man. They can't see the heavenly things, man.
Yep.
I have two precepts, Baba Shah. This first one is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 9 in the NLV. It says, because of my name, I will hold back my anger. For my praise, I will keep myself from cutting you off. See?
Because what? He made an oath and swore upon himself that he would fulfill all he promised unto Abraham. An oath and a promise that is passed down. That's the lot of our inheritance, man. That's how a will works. You can't just walk into a will of fucking say this nigga Warren Buffett, he dies, and he has a will reading. And you just got randoms walking in talking about they want a piece of it. That's not how it works, man.
God.
You can't just go in and get a piece of something that you were never a part of. And that's what you heathen are trying to do. You see, you take the words heathen and Gentiles completely out of context and try to apply it to everyone. And that's not what the Most High was talking about. Those heathen and Gentiles who have been brought into this, who have been made who are no longer aliens to the Commonwealth of Israel, are Israelites. Because what? That's who the promises in the oath were made to. The Apostle Paul tells you this in Romans 9. You see? Showing you that the Most High didn't change what he spoke in the Old Testament, man.
And even if you are like someone's will, you ain't just gonna get that will. You got to claim the will, you know. And so that's what the elect's doing. We're out here claiming what this is gonna be, you know, owning it.
This is verse 10. See, I have tested you, but not as silver. I have tested you in the fire of suffering.
That's our lot. Hey, somebody hold 2nd Ezra 7. That's the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for my own good, I will do this. For why should I allow my name to be put to shame? I will not. This is NLV, Isaiah 48, 9.
Get KJV next.
Okay. It says, for I should not allow my name to be put to shame. I will not give my shining greatness to another.
That's the spirit. I just read that the other day. That's the spirit.
God.
The thing is, that's why nothing that the Most High is gonna that He's promised is gonna be like null and void, man. Because He swore upon Himself. He has to uphold what He said He's gonna do, so His reputation can be unblemished. The Most High's reputation is unblemished. There's not a spot in it. Every time the Most High say He was gonna bring something to pass, that's what's been done. You see?
Yeah, we make Him a liar, and it's impossible for the Most High to lie.
The Most High's name is not going to be tainted in Him not fulfilling what He promised to do for His people. That's what the world is not getting. So when we see all hell breaking loose in the earth, people suffering beyond anything they've ever experienced before, that's all a part of the Most High's name being glorified. That's all a part of the Most High's reputation continuing to be unblemished because he's doing exactly what he said he's going to do. And this is how he decided to usher in the age of righteousness by bringing this world of wickedness to an end with great violence and suffering and judgment. You got it, bro.
Do you want all those 3 verses in the KJV?
Yeah.
So this is Isaiah 48, and starting at verse 9 in the KJV, it reads, "For my name's sake will I defer my anger." It says, "For my name's sake will I defer mine anger."
So the thing is, if the Most High wanted to, he could have destroyed the entire house of Israel, man, for all wickedness. I'm talking about every spirit.
Every one of us.
From Yahushua on down. He could have wiped out every Israelite. Because of our what? Because of our wickedness, because of our disobedience. But for his name's sake, he's going to keep that remnant in the proper spirit through his son Yahushua to fulfill what he promised to do for our lineage, for our bloodline. Going back to the oath that he made to Yahushua, when he first created Yahushua, that oath that was what? Established in the lineage of the sons of God and reestablished with our forefather Abraham, man. What's up?
I was gonna say, man, there's an example, where Moses was pleading to the Lord not to destroy Israel.
Okay, most I was fed up.
Yep, and he
Look
brought
at
in
this shit. Weird, bro.
and he brought into remembrance the oath. Moses brought that into remembrance, man. And the Lord repented of destroying the entire nation, man.
Yep.
Says, reading on, it says, "And for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off.
Yep.
Behold, I have refrained thee, but not with silver."
Refined.
Salakia.
Refined.
It says, I have some kind of reading disability. Verse 10, "Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction."
That's how that's a part of it. The tribulation that we go through on a daily, the tribulation that is coming our way in our life. That's a part of us being chosen in the furnace of affliction, man. Don't somebody hold Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "For my own sake,
Yep.
even for my own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory to another?"
See that? So the Most High is not going to have his name polluted by not doing what he promised to do. It all has to be fulfilled. I'm talking about everything. The Most High bringing plagues upon Egypt as he did before. The Most High just raining fire down upon this place. All that has to happen. The MOTB coming. All that has to happen. Jacob's trouble. All that has to happen because that's a part of the Most High. You see, keeping his reputation stainless, man. You see. That was it on that one?
Yeah, that's it on that one. I know I had another set, but you called for Wisdom of Solomon 3?
3 and or was it Wisdom of Solomon 5?
What were you looking for on that?
They were chosen in made burnt offerings or burnt sacrifices. And I know it's either 3 or 5. I think it's 3. Because it goes into us having to go through affliction, man. That's how we're going to be perfected, because that affliction is going to make us cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Punished in the sight of man? No?
3 and 6.
3 and 6? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's going to make us perfect in the sight of the Most High, man. That's what's going to perfect our faith. Our faith is perfected and molded in the affliction that we go through, because it does. If you're fully in this thing or really in this thing, the affliction is going to make you cleave harder and harder until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to get you through whatever you're going through. If you're not fully rooted in this thing, when you go through the affliction, you're going to depart. You see, it's going to be too much for you, man. That's why you have to be fully accepting of the Most High's will and everything that comes your way. Everything, because it's all a test of faith, man. And our faith is about to be tested to the utmost as we come deeper and deeper into the time of Jacob's trouble. And ultimately, when that MOTB is made mandatory and revealed to the world, man. You got it?
Yeah, let me start at the
one.
top.
Start at
Yeah,
one.
I was going to say at the top, bro, because it says Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. "But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of power.
Because he has what? He has care for his elect. You see? You got it?
And there shall no torment touch them."
Now,
And
does that mean we're not going to go through anything? No, that means it's not going to come upon us to destroy us, man. You see, we're gonna go through affliction. We're gonna go through hell. That's a part of it. So that's why Apostle Peter says, "What? Think it not strange when these things come upon you to try you, man, because we're going through it for our faith to be tested." You see, you got it.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
So in the sight of the people who have no understanding of what the fuck is going on, we seem to die. What we seem to be doing is futile and not worth doing. There's no benefit of it in the present moment. But we're working like the brothers we read. We're storing up our treasures in heaven, man. What we're doing is laying the foundation for the kingdom to come. You see, that's what we're doing.
And it talks about in Acts how through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom.
That's right. So a lot of you Israelites really don't know what you're a part of, man. When you're talking about ain't no Jacob's trouble coming, well, Jacob's trouble is what's going to cause us to be taken up into that chariot, because through that trouble and tribulation and affliction, it's going to cause us to have pure faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua when it's all said and done. You got it?
It says, and their departure is taken for misery.
So when we have to be martyrs for this truth, for standing in righteousness, they take it for misery because they don't understand the process of death. See, death is the end all be all for people in this world. You see, they don't understand reincarnation. They don't understand immortality. They don't understand these things. They'll read them. You see, but when it's time to really be about it, they're not going to be about it because they feel like this is the end all be all. If they die, that's it. There's nothing else after this. But we know, we understand, and we have the chief of our faith, Yahweh Shai, as that main example of dying and being resurrected to life, being resurrected to everlasting life, man. And that's what's being promised unto us. You see? You got it.
Verse 3, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
Because what? We understand the fullness of the Most High's will. We understand and know what's coming after this. We know that a kingdom is coming. You see, we know that when Yahweh Shai returns, he's going to bring us true life. And where's that true life going to play out? In that kingdom where indwelleth righteousness. The kingdom that comes directly after what? The age of the heathen ends with Esau, which we're living in. We are living in the end of the heathen age, man. Every day that passes is a day closer to the Most High closing the chapter of the book on Esau on the heathen, man. This is the end. This is the final chapter of the heathen rulership. And what comes after this? The age of everlasting righteousness and peace. You see?
Going on.
So that's why we're at peace. We know this ain't the end all be all. We know we have life after this, man. Everlasting life after this.
And that the point I want to make, that's why Yahweh Shai stayed the course. Because he knew the prophecy. He knew what was supposed to happen.
Oh, it says, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, man.
Hey, verse 4 right here explains a lot of what Yahweh Shai knew. Right here, this is verse 4. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of man, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Our hope is full of immortality, man, because what? The Most High revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. See, we had no hope of immortality when we went in the world because it wasn't revealed unto us yet. But now that we've been called into this light, out of that darkness, we know what is going to be. And the thing is, the Most High has given us that ingredient of faith to believe in it wholeheartedly. And may we continue to endure as the affliction turns up, man. May we never cower as our wicked forefathers have done, man. May the Most High continue to allow us to stand in boldness as our righteous forefathers have done before us, man. You see, because we hope in immortality, and when you tell them all, that's why you can't talk to motherfuckers in the world, man.
Low level, low vibration.
They don't get it. They are base, man. All they want to talk about is sports all the goddamn time, or some bullshit that you really don't even care about. You see, we can't have a spiritual, a high level spiritual conversation with these people. You can't talk to a motherfucker in the world about everlasting life. They don't look at you like you fucking what?
Getting mad.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, bro, you crazy, man. No, this is real life. This is reality for an Israelite that believes in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It puts us on a different level. It puts us on a different plane of existence,
it's a different
man.
Spirit, like we said earlier. The men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the elect, we're all in one accord, one spirit. You know?
These people are dwelling in the realm of mortality.
Yeah.
See, we're dwelling through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the realm of immortality. You see, our mental is immortal. You see,
yeah.
These people mental is mortal.
Yeah, it's different. It's like a child and an adult.
They're stuck in
Like
the matrix.
my daughter, for instance, she was the other day. She's
I
like,
watched the video on that.
she was like, Dad, will you play Roblox with me? And I'm like, to make her understand, I said, hey, do you want to play Madden? Let's play some Madden. She was like, oh, okay. She got it right away. 2 different levels, you know.
Should have stomped their ass out of that. I would have 400 to 0. Put it on fucking whole 12-minute quarters.
So it's like these people, they can't get it, man.
Put it on
We're not gonna
12-minute
be able.
quarters.
That's why we can't really, you
No
know.
accelerated clock.
That's why we really can't be around these people so much without getting vexed. You know,
Because it's only so
two
much.
different vibrations,
It's
two
only-
different spirits.
It's only so much you can talk about with a worldly motherfucker, man.
God.
Hey, sports and hoes. That's probably about it. Now we talk about those things with brothers, but guess what? It eventually goes back to something spiritual, man. It's a balance to it all.
Even when we talk about that, it is spiritual, man.
Yup, because we talk about that. When we talk about the women, we understand we're gonna have multiple wives, and that's what? For life to flourish. And that's a part of being a man in the Most High setup. Because even the heathen gonna have multiple wives, we just gonna have more. And that's a part of what? That's a part of the commandment that the Most High gave man and woman of being what? Fruitful and multiplying. So sex is a part of the creation. I know. Oh,
Christians,
oh my.
cover your ears.
God.
Christians
The
think
S
they're never
word.
gonna have sex.
That's how do you think all these people got here? People is fucking. That's how all these people got here. They just don't just pop up out of a fucking incubator.
You said be
And
fruitful
Like a
and
fucking
multiply.
like a goddamn chicken egg. Niggas don't come. Well, I mean, it does from an egg, but you understand this is an ordinance that the Most High said. The Most High gave a man a rod. Hey, but the thing is, the Most High gave a man a rod and family jewels with that family juice in it to put it into in the belly of a woman that has the eggs to be fertilized, to bring forth the life. So what? People could continue to come into the earth so life can flourish. That's a part of the Most High's design. Only here has it been taken and perverted, you see, to where you just out here just these men fucking on each other's women, these women jumping from dick to dick, getting pregnant, having taking Plan Bs, having abortions. This place is
The natural
they
state
fucked
of a
up.
man being taken away, you
That's what I
know?
was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
these
shouldn't even
people.
have no damn condom.
You see, this damn devil has fucked up the Most High's design, man. Because sex is a part of life, and we're gonna have a whole lot of sex with a whole lot of our wives in the kingdom of heaven,
Heterosexual
man.
sex.
Exactly. You see, none of that
None of
weird shit.
bestiality food shit.
You know what?
If you see a bitch with a dog print tattoo on her
back.
body
On her back,
anywhere,
no claws.
if
'cause
you
it's
see a bitch
declawed.
with a paw print tattoo, stay away from that hoe, man. Cause she probably out here having.
Yeah, those Edomites talking about how they like being connected. They like being connected to those dogs after they're
We gotta
nasty,
get the
bro.
fuck out of here, man. You see, that's what look, what the Heavenly Father's about to do to this place, it needs to be done.
Righteous,
Babylon the Great, the Western world upon the Esau, is a stain that needs to be purged the fuck out of the earth, man. And it's gonna be cleansed with the purest cleaning agent, which is that fire that's coming.
And
That's
it-
what's needed. That's what's coming. I'm
Hey,
almost reading, my bad.
I was reading.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say water and bleach ain't gonna fucking
It
take
ain't
that
gonna do
stain
it.
away.
We need fire. It needs fire, man. Cause god damn. You got
Yep. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
that goes back to what the brother just read. For our suffering is but for a moment. You see, having been a little chastised, we shall be greatly rewarded. With what? First and foremost, being brought into the blessedness and the fullness of that second covenant, which grants us immortality, because we're going to have those new bodies, the law, statutes, and commandments put into our minds to walk in perfection. Meaning what? No more sin, no more transgression, no more iniquity for any Israelite forevermore. Hey, in the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to be able to do anything that's displeasing in the sight of the Most High. That's how perfect we're going to be. You see? And we're going to come into that state after having suffered this little time of chastisement, man. we're going to come into being what? Greatly rewarded. You got it, bro.
It says, for God proved them and found them worthy for himself.
In what? The furnace of affliction. He's chosen us in the furnace of affliction, man.
God.
And you have to know and understand this is our Father's will for us to walk, our lot to walk as Israelites, according to what the Most High set up and ordained for his sons to go through, so we can be fully accepted back unto him. And you have to be fully accepting of that, man.
God. That's
You
why
see?
it says in what is it, Sirach 2, acceptable men in the trial of adversity, or the fire of adversity.
Got a quick step right away. Because this starts off with Yahushua now. This is Matthew 17:5. While he yet spoke, behold, the bright cloud overshadowed them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him.
Yep.
So it starts off with Yahushua, man. He went through that little, that affliction. He went through that little chastise, you know?
He was the first one to go through the fullness of the straight gate and finish the mission, man. And now he's back on the right-hand side of the Most High in his everlasting state, in that new body, the first to be, the firstborn from the dead, man. The first Israelite to be brought into the fullness of the second covenant. You see, and we're on our course to finish in the straight gate as well, man. And it comes with hell and affliction. If you think the chief spirit of our nation went through all this hell for you to not go through nothing, because the thing is, you're going to either go through it and do it according to what the Most High says to do, or you're going to go through it and that's according to the Most High as well, through great suffering. You might as well suffer for righteousness, man. Because all these rebels of all people who are going to go through this hell that's coming, it's going to be unbearable for them, man. At least we're going to go through it knowing and understanding that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is with us to get us up out of every situation we're going to find ourselves in, man.
And King Solomon, he spoke of that when he talked about, he said that he saw that the power was on the side of the oppressors, and they had no comfort. You know?
Ain't no comfort coming to you rebels, man.
But we have the comfort of the elect, you know.
And that's why we're moving in boldness, because we know that we're going to be taken care of. Is it going to hurt? It's probably going to hurt. Is it going to be scary? Of course it is. It's going to be scary. It's going to be shit that be like, oh, shit, I did not expect that. But now, we're going to go right into prayer.
It's starting up, man. Who was expecting alligator Alcatraz?
And we're going to go right into prayer mode, man. We're going to go right into calling on the name of the Lord. You see? The true names, not whatever you want to call them. And that's what you niggas gonna find out the hard way, man. All this bullshit you niggas are spewing, talking about the name of the Lord don't matter, man. Listen. And all you niggas who are following them, oh man, listen. Listen.
Yep. Let me get back into Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering.
Go ahead, bro.
So, hey, man, this is that burnt offering that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is well pleased with, man. This living sacrifice that we put in our bodies as, doing that which is appeasing to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, following what his will is, not going a different direction, and, oh, I feel this, and I think that, and I think this is, no.
Hey, what they tell you in the military, man, don't think for yourself, man. Just follow the order. That's what we're in with. Hey, that song, that pagan Christian song, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. That's what we're really doing, man.
The scripture tells us that our heart is deceitful beyond,
Lean not on your own understanding.
Yeah, and
I was just reading that, man.
Were you?
Yeah. When I first started the camp, I saw that. I was just looking at my scriptures and I saw that. And I was like, man.
So
yeah, man, because your mind, and the thing is, when you're not in the truth, it's hard for you to decipher your thoughts and take control of them. Now you coming into the truth and you start having Satan attack your mind, man. That if you can't decipher between that, man, you're gonna be destroyed.
That's dangerous. I just started back watching Sons of Anarchy, bro, and watching Sons of Anarchy, and you can see that their shit is not governed by the Most High whatsoever. When they feel like somebody's a snitch or a rat, they just go with their first instinct to kill this motherfucker. But come to find out, it was just a suspicion. He wasn't a rat. But their first instinct is to kill a motherfucker. And that's that impulse of not being governed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Because you got to know and understand, that's Satan coming in to sow those thoughts in your mind. So if you don't have the spirit, you can't discern those things, man. And that's why when it goes down, that's why Yahweh says what? A man's foe shall be they of his own household. They're gonna be in that suspicious spirit because they don't know how to compute what's going on in their minds, man. You see, they're gonna go with whatever Esau's gonna tell them, and Satan's gonna feed that shit because they have no governance according to the spirit of Yahweh.
They're gonna let their belly fucking rule them.
Yup. Oh man. General Yohana already in that spirit. How are you gonna eat? You're gonna have to get the chip. Okay. All right.
Hey, you got dudes like Alex Jones.
Oh,
hey, he ready to eat his neighbors.
That nigga was turning real while he was saying that shit. I will eat my neighbors. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
It says Wisdom of Solomon 3:7. And in the time of the visitation, they should shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Because it says what? Many shall shine in the kingdom of our Father, man. That shine and that glory is gonna begin on this side. You see, and then that spiritual power is coming. All these are things that are gonna happen because what? The Most High said it will be. And we definitely gonna need that spiritual power in the times we're coming into, because these damn devils are on one. They got humanoid robots, they can look through walls, they got all this crazy. Now imagine they making these humanoid robots with this crazy skeletal structure, these crazy ass fucking mechanical muscles and shit. Imagine when they install AI into those shits. That shit gonna be crazy, man. Oh, it's gonna be real life Terminator shit.
I was thinking about like back in the 90s. You ever watched that movie Richie Rich? Where they had the little bee flying around with the surveillance.
And that shit's real too, because I saw an article with China. They already have little mosquito bots, you know. And even last night, bro, I was watching, there's all these news clips pop through my YouTube feed, and they were monitoring. You had a Westminster Police Department. I don't know what other departments were doing it, but I'm sure there was. They were monitoring the people with fireworks with drones and shit, you know.
Because a lot of these neighborhoods, you're not supposed to shoot no damn fireworks.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much illegal.
So imagine what they could be doing with all these all this technology they have, man.
As we talk about fireworks, you niggas still
that spirit.
Go ahead.
You know, with all this technology, bro, Esau is basically capable of doing almost anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Most High that's giving him that technology on the left-hand side. That's why we know we're going to need divine intervention, man. We know we're going to need the hedge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for the times that we're approaching.
And if any of you listeners are thinking that you're going to be able to do this by your own strength of power or might, you're in for a rude awakening, man. You see? That was it enough?
Come.
That's good, bro.
So we're talking about the spiritual power. Let's mention right here in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, but the righteous live forevermore.
Yep. See, it goes back to that immortality, man. This is something that was always known amongst our people, immortality. Because our people understood what the Most High had promised us, man. You see? You got it?
Their reward also is with the Lord.
That's right.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand.
Is that not what's promised all throughout the scriptures? They're not, the Apostle Paul said, I'll finish my course, and what did he say? What's laid up for him is what? A crown of righteousness. You see? In the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 2, it gives you the vision of the crowning ceremony. You see? Show you that's what it's going to be. The vision of the Most High is complete. We're just waiting for it to be fulfilled here on the earth. Showing you that everything the Most High said he's going to do is going to be done. We're going to get those, like, Lord, what would be a part of that number? We're going to get those crowns from the hand of Yahweh Shah himself, man.
You
see? You got it.
To be faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life.
Yep.
It says, for with his right hand shall he cover them.
Hey, that goes in the Isaiah 41. I will uphold them with the right hand of my righteousness. Which is who? Yahweh Shai, man. You got it?
And with his arm shall he protect them. So it's not us, it's going to be the Lord that's going to protect us. Like Uncle was saying. Now, verse 17, it says, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Oh, does not the Most High tell us in Jeremiah 51 that what? We are his battle axes and weapons of war? Because the time of us being out here on the highways and byways fishing
It's coming
is
to
coming to an end. It's winding down and how do we know? Because we see what Esau is coming with. He's intensifying. So as he gets more intense, the spirit that's on the men of the Lord is going to get more intense until it turns into what? Spiritual powers, being turned from fishers to hunters, man.
Yep.
You see, to do the Most High's bidding, to glorify the name of the Most High here on the earth. And we're gonna be judging people. It tells you that Isaiah 51. You see, we're gonna be putting people to death out here because of their wickedness. And may we be a part of that number that get that power. And it's all for what? The glorification of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It ain't for us to magnify ourselves and act like this power just came from us.
It's gonna be in self-defense at first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they gonna come in like a flood.
And it's gonna
He's going to lift up the standard.
and when they come in like a flood, it's gonna activate prophecy. That's what everything Esau
Power up.
Everything that Esau's doing according to what the Most High programmed him to do is going to activate prophecy. He think that he's going to come against us and be able to just trample us underfoot, but he don't understand. When he comes in that harsh, violent spirit against those who truly believe, beginning with the men of the Lord, the Most High is going to activate prophecy.
No matter
So
what,
he's just going to walk himself deeper and deeper into destruction, man.
no matter what he does, it's all fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah,
That's it.
He can't go out of course. He's set in that course.
Job chapter 1, the devil is controlled by the Most High.
Hey, the Most High has this devil in a trick bag. Everything that Esau does from this point on is going to ultimately lead up to what? His downfall, man.
Yep.
You see him being brought into perdition. That's what it's going to be when it's all said and done.
He thinks he's going to fulfill his New World Order.
His
But,
enterprise.
hey, the New World Order is going to be the one established by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I got a quick precept. Matthew 5:18 says, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled."
Because what? The Most High promised that it would be this way. The Most High promised that it was going to be fulfilled. Ain't nothing going to pass away.
Right.
Nothing's going to be disannulled. Nothing's going to be canceled out according to what these pagan Christians are talking about. You see, that's once again, that's what their doctrine is founded upon.
Yeah.
The Most High being a liar. That's what all you Christians all throughout the world, that's what you're believing in. From you Christians to you Catholics. Your faith and your belief is banking on what? The Most High lying. The Most High being deceitful and not doing what he promised his people he would do. That's what your whole belief is founded upon, and it's a false belief. And you're about to be proven wrong.
Yep.
You're about to be found. You're about to find out that your faith is vanity. That it was worthless. That it's useless. You got all these motherfuckers all throughout the world praying for all people to be brought together, America to continue on. And that's not the Most High's will, man.
That don't line up with prophecy.
All that money you gave to Joel Osteen could have been used for something else in your life, man.
That nigga goddamn jet.
That jot and tittle is going into the prophecies, meaning all these prophecies that are written, they're all going to be fulfilled.
Yep.
Even all the stuff you see, the way Donald Trump is moving, this is part of prophecy. All right?
Yep.
Can I grab this? This is Isaiah 19:2. Let's start. It says, "And I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
Because the Most High gonna have it happen when these people gonna realize that they've been sold up the river, man. You see?
Fucking dog shit.
And they're gonna what? They're gonna uprise against this government, man.
Right.
You see these people all over TikTok crying and complaining. That shit is gonna start to pour out of people more, and they're gonna take it to the streets. It tells you that in 2 Esdras 15. You see? And these red-blooded Americans who are all for Donald Trump, who are standing up thinking that what he's doing is gonna ultimately benefit them, they're gonna what, come against the people who they believe is against America, and they're gonna be fighting, man. It's gonna be civil war.
You can see the spirits being aroused up by all these events that are happening. Because if you go on the social media like TikTok, you see, the Israelites getting aroused up. They don't know most of them don't know they're Israelites, and they think this still place can be fixed. They think they can still get justice here in Babylon. But that's what it's talking about when it says Egyptian against Egyptian. Because we know this is spiritual Egypt according to the scriptures. right?
These people gonna be out here fighting in the streets very soon, man.
Con.
You see?
It
You're
says
gonna
in verse
have
3.
American versus American. That's what y'all you. That's basically all we've been seeing since if you go back in history.
Yep.
It's worse now.
That divide is growing greater and greater amongst the American people, man.
And
You
it's,
see?
and it's worse because why? Because all jot and all tittles is being fulfilled. All these prophecies are lining up just the way it's been written. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Because they're gonna be looking for answers, man. But we've given you the answers. The prophets, the men of the Lord, beginning with our apostles and elders, have given you the answers, man.
Fine.
We've told you why all these things are coming to pass, but you didn't believe it. You wanted to continue to believe in pagan Roman Catholic Christianity, which has nothing to do with the Bible, man.
Yeah, like
You've
when-
been lied to.
When you see like the videos of that alligator Alcatraz, I seen people in the comments, Jesus help us. You know, that's a familiar spirit. You know, that's a familiar idol that these people who are not in the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they're calling on that shit that's not going to have no profit
So
for them.
that when you go to that familiar spirit, it goes into this tarot card reading,
Right.
psychics. You see,
Zodiac.
we have an example of that with King Saul when he went to that woman.
That witch, yep.
She was with the familiar spirit. She calls Samuel up from the grave, man.
Yep.
That's what that's going into. That and that goes into that witchcraft, and that's what a lot of people are going to turn to because they don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai giving them the answers.
Hey, a lot of these Christian women that have been leaving the Christian church, what are they turning into?
The witches.
Yep.
You see,
Fine.
you could be scrolling on TikTok. It'll be a bitch on live doing tarot card readings. Bitches on there with crystal balls and all type of shit. You see, they
And
even
the
have.
women, they love that shit. Before they hearken to the Lord's servants, they listen to that bullshit. You know?
You have whole stores set up to witchcraft, man.
Mm-hmm.
And more people are gonna turn to that more and more as these days get darker, man. Because the Most High is not gonna be giving them no answers. They're gonna be praying the cheapest crust. He ain't gonna be answering them. All these people talking about Jesus help us and Jesus save us and save our country. As they continue to pray more and more, and nothing is coming to pass in His name of this false idol, they're gonna resort to what? Witchcraft.
God. And even really, because that word MAGA, we always go into it, it means, witch or witchcraft, because we know that, hey, Donald Trump, he ain't nothing more than, working for the left-hand side, you know. This is verse 4. It says, and the Egyptians, Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord.
That cruel Lord being Trump now, man. You see? That's why he set up all these damn torture devices, these fucking crazy ass prisons. He talking about fucking Shawshank and alligator Alcatraz and grizzly bears at Rikers and all this shit, man.
God.
You see, he's putting hell on you people, man. This big, beautiful bill, which about to bring more hell upon the people. You got clowns like fucking Alton Daniels or whatever his nigga's name is. Fucking big up in Trump, talking about in 3.5 more years, America's gonna be a paradise. See, niggas like that, that nigga right there, he's in darkness, man. He's in gross darkness, having no clue of what's about to happen. You niggas like him, and that spirit, thinking that America's gonna be here forever, you are in for a rude awakening, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to bring suffering upon you far beyond anything that you can imagine.
Bro,
See?
that fucking infrastructure is letting you know that this fucking place is done, bro.
But when your hope is fully set on America being the end all be all, this is how you move. This is how you maneuver. This is how you conduct yourself. This is the type of shit you say. What Trump is doing is so beautiful. In 3.5 more years, when J.D. Vance, when he's in office, America's going to be a paradise. America's the greatest country on earth. Because what? He is fully set on not leaving Egypt, man. He is fully set on this place continuing forever. And he's about to be in for a reality check. Because there's only one place that America's going, and that's down, man. That's it. And niggas like that, they can't see it because the Most High is not dealing with them.
Yeah, same verse. Verse 19:4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts.
And that's what's happening now. You're in the possession of a cruel Lord, man. All your civil liberties are being taken away, and more to come. You see? They basically said, fuck your Constitution, man. This has become a dictatorship. A tyrannical,
and it's out of control, man.
A tyrannical, technocratic government. That's what's being established around you. Well, they don't give a fuck about what you people have to say about it. You all these people talking about, well, we're calling these agencies to tell them we see all that they're doing. They don't care about you calling them. They're going to do what the fuck they want. That's what they've been doing.
I saw a post, man, on one of those videos talking about alligator Alcatraz. Somebody said they got a lawsuit on their hands.
They don't give a fuck about none of that.
They'll laugh at that.
You people still believing in the justice system of America are fucking idiots.
Yeah, a lot of these prisons and jails are fucking privately owned by the judges.
Look, man, that fucking spirit of the founding fathers, that shit is over with. The Constitution is over with.
And the devil's showing you.
You know how much
he's moving hastily. Revelation 12:12. He's moving fast because he knows he has but a short time, man.
I haven't heard it yet, but I think like right now, for having a prisoner locked up, it's like $120 a day that the jail gets per head.
Yeah, and they're the ICE, those ICE agents. A lot of them are just bounty hunters. You know, there's stories all over the internet.
Violating the Constitution.
Yeah. They don't have license plates on their fucking vehicles. They cover their faces in masks.
The shit that Trump is doing.
They're giving, you know, there's through the grapevine, they're giving $1,000 a head. That's why those motherfuckers are moving the way they're moving, working, you know, the way they are.
The shit Trump is doing with bombing Iran and all this shit, that's against the Constitution, man. That just shows you he don't give a fuck. None of them care. But you Americans down here on the lower level still believe that these people are following the Constitution and they have your best interest at heart. They don't give a fuck about you. They've given your country over to the technocrats. You got these fucking technocratic CEOs being fucking sworn in to the military without any proper enrollment. They're just swearing in. So that lets you know these soldiers are going into that digital system first. And that's why a lot of you are going to be shipped over to the Middle East at the height of World War III, and you're going to be destroyed. Because a lot of you are going to have to get that chip to continue your military service, man. And a lot of you are, because you don't believe anything is outside of the military, man. You see, you motherfuckers, what you gonna do? You got like the military is the end all be all. So a lot of Israelites that's in there that went in there for dumbass reasons, your ass gonna get caught up in it because hey, they're coming with that digital system, man. They're about to integrate you soldiers first and foremost, and then that shit is gonna be what? Mandatory for the people soon.
Trickles down.
Yeah.
They're moving with that gradualism because I saw this story where it was talking about how Donald Trump is pushing for a database that integrates everything, all the information, and that's just one more step, like we always say, one more step closer to the MOTB, you know? And for you people out there that think, because you got people on the internet saying, oh, you know, you voted for this. Your votes don't matter, man. This was their agenda from the jump. You know, there was never no vote. This is what their plan was, and now they're showing you their plan. You know?
They've been playing this shit for hundreds of years, man. On the back of the dollar bill, it has that Latin phrase.
Yep.
Novo Oreo Secloria.
Right. New World Order, man. They've been playing this shit, man.
Yep. And when it goes into that, what you talked about, trying to get all that data all integrated as one, it's not just, you know, one specific thing, it's everything. Healthcare, finances.
Yeah, universal data.
Yeah, it's a universal. Everything they need to know about you is going to be all in that one system. Why? So they could control you. That way you can, that way they can control you, and you can bow down to your master.
You got to remember he's crafty counsel. You know, like the brother said, they've been working on this. They've been knowing about their plans. You know, now you're just living in this fulfillment. And again, it ain't even his plan. At the end of the day, it's the Most High Yahweh's plan. You know, because he's the one who put it in their heart, in their mind to
the apostles. It's Yahweh Bashimi Ashai's microchip.
Yup. It's all a part of the Most High's plan, man.
Yep.
And this is what has to be. All this has to transpire and come to pass so we can move on You see, into the fullness of what the Most High has promised us, man.
Say these words are faithful and true, man. You know, we talking about the gradualism. What RFK is talking about, the fucking wearables.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He wants every American to have on a wearable device.
Niggas can't see it, man.
And they paint it as a good thing, you know.
No, the fuck it's not.
Because why? They're crafty counselors. You gotta understand the serpent in Genesis 3:1.
Goodness.
He was the most subtile beast, and that's the serpent. We know the beasts are men. Ecclesiastes 3:18 tells you that. And this beast, the serpent, he's not going to come out and tell you exactly what his agenda is. He's going to subtly, gradually move you to that you know, corner where you don't, hour of temptation, you know.
Backing your ass in. The walls are closing in, man. And people are still out here trying to move as if shit is normal. No, man. This shit is beyond normal. You see, the walls are closing in tighter and tighter, and you people, and it's going to get so tight, people are going to lash out, man. That's what's coming. Just watch. All these false prophets, you got niggas talking about we shouldn't be talking about Esau and Jacob, and we shouldn't be talking about the so-called white man, and ain't no tribulation coming. Look, man, all the time, all that damn game plan is over with. We're living in prophecy right now, man.
We're in biblical
Do you not
times.
see the northern kingdom being targeted? Do you not see southern kingdom being targeted? All that's a part of the trouble, man. All that's a part of the things that the Most High promised would come to pass. It's only so long that you can deny it before you have to fully accept what it is, man. This is the will of the Lord. Yes, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 34. This is Lord Yahweh speaking. He says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled."
Everything has to be fulfilled, man. You see? Ain't no way around it. So what you should be doing, if you're hearing this, is getting your spirit in alignment with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah to be fully accepting of his will, if he allows you to. You see? There's no fighting against this, man. Everyone is subject to these words being fulfilled, whether you believe them or not. Yes, man.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the words of the Lord stand firm, man. This current society is going to pass away, all right? And that's part of the Lord's words, man. He said that it would happen that way, man.
Hey, the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, these prophecies have continued to stand the times, man. Everything that has happened, everything that's going to happen, man, it's all going to be fulfilled. It's proven. It's been proven that the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is true.
It says what? If like we started off with, if that which is sown with evil is not overthrown, then that which is sown with good cannot come, man. You see, we know what the Most High promised when it's all said and done. He promised to bring his children into a state of everlasting righteousness. He promised to bring his children back to the land that he gave unto their fathers, so we can rule the planet Earth in righteousness forever. Guess what? For us to come into that, what has to happen? Esau has to be snatched out of his throne. The beast system has to be destroyed. You see? And the rulership of the earth has to be what? Transferred from Esau to Jacob. All that has to come.
Hey, slavery, basically almost the genocide of the northern kingdom came to pass.
Yep.
You know, all this came to pass, but the end of Esau's not going to come to pass? Y'all
Niggas
tripping.
don't want it to. Niggas want Esau to rule forever, man. Hell no. Hell no.
Tripping.
Psalm 49:11.
Like that lady that sits there and says,
What the hell is that?
what?
That black thing? Look behind the light pole right there.
What white pole?
It's like a black, look, it's on the cloud right now. The black thing flying to the left. Do you see it? Way in the distance. There ain't no plane, man. You don't see it?
See it going above the...
Yeah,
above
it's-
the
oh,
building.
yeah. That's it, right?
I don't know what that is.
Might be a drone. Might be a drone.
Yeah. I got a quick step. Are you still reading, brother?
Good.
Yeah, you still reading?
No.
Well, let me get this right away. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people."
That's why all this that's being done is what Esau is. I always see coming to pass is what Esau is doing, man. These unrighteous decrees that gives them the just. Now they're painting it in a general sense, but we know and understand who it's truly targeted towards. It's targeted to those who believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah begin with the men of the Lord. Because their sole mission is to stop this truth from coming out. So that's why we're going to be basically watched from YouTube. They're going to put these laws and legislation into place where we can't come on the highways and byways anymore, because that's what their goal is. But once again, like we said, when that happens, all that's going to usher in is what? The famine of the word, which is what? Prophetic. That has to take place. So once again, everything Esau is doing is moving us forward in prophecy, and it's going to end with his fall, man. So nothing that this devil is doing is going to benefit him in any shape, form, or fashion.
God.
It's like,
What's up?
I think that's a drone, bro.
Oh, it's coming back this way, huh?
It look like it's coming.
We'll see it right now.
Go ahead, bro.
It says that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from afar? And to whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? So at the end of the day, Esau thinks that everything he's doing is not going to affect him. But guess what? Who's going to come to your rescue? Ain't nobody going to rescue Esau, man. You know?
That might be a chariot, cuz.
Where's it at?
The way it's going.
Now. And it was shining too.
It might be.
Somebody get that camera on and zoom in on it.
Oh, you can't zoom in on that with the...
iPhone.
It's too far in the distance. You can't catch it.
Okay.
So yeah, man, all these decrees,
I saw that shit too. Yeah.
all these decrees that Esau is pushing. You know, hey, at the end of the day, as the brother said, it's gonna come back to bite him. Esau Edom has no help, man. He can't repent from what he's doing. There's no salvation for Esau.
It's locked in, man. It can't be changed. It can't be altered. It's only going to play out how the Most High has said it to play out. And what Esau is doing is all what the Heavenly Father said he would do, and it all leads to him being destroyed. Because once again, with every action that Esau makes, the Most High has a reaction that's going to come with it, man. Which activates more prophecy, and it's not in the benefit of Esau.
And really,
It's all in the benefit of the true believers, man.
it's an occasion for the Most High to destroy this place, you know? So that's why he's put the spirit of Esau to go after Jake the way he is. And he's going to lift it up, you know, because we know, our brothers have been doing lessons all week on how they're going to go after citizens soon, American citizens. So it's all designed by the Most High to eventually, now he has an occasion, which he's always had an occasion to put down Esau's society, but it's all playing out, right? No jot or no tittle. It's all gonna be fulfilled. In other words, this is Psalm 83:1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O the Most High; hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." And this is that counsel. They've been done knowing they were going to come after Jake, putting him in right now they're putting the northern kingdom in these concentration camps. But we know, we're not ignorant, to Satan's devices. We know he got concentration camps, all over the country. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." The hidden ones are the Israelites, because you were never told you were an Israelite out here in Babylon. "They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." And that's what MAGA is. MAGA is making America great again. It goes into having these Edomites want this place, and they don't want you Israelites around, "For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee." All right, and then it gives you the list of your enemies as the Israelites. The thing is hey, this place is it's on its last leg, and that's why you're seeing all this shit happening right now in Babylon.
And just to back you up on what you said about detention centers being all over the place, the alligator Alcatraz was just an old airplane facility. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these buildings are going to be turned into,
Walmart.
Yo, the Walmarts, your Sam's Clubs, whatever, Costco's, whatever building that desire fit for it to be a detention center, man. What do they call it? There's a name for it.
Concentration camp.
No. There's a to get you back into society. They call it.
Education center.
Yup, re-education center, man. You know, because they want you to bow down the knee for you to be able to come out of that detention center. You know, take that Chips Ahoy.
Well, a lot of people are going to be put to death because we know going back to the Georgia Guidestones.
The 500 or 800.
They want to get the population down
Yup.
to 500 or 500 million. So that means a lot of people who are going to go in there are not going to come out. You see?
Yep.
Oh,
So
that brings me to remembrance of what that, I don't know, she's one of Trump's top advisors, Laura Loomer or something like that. She said, and I don't know if you brothers saw this, but she had made a quote on Twitter or whatever, X, where she said, at least the alligators are guaranteed 65 million meals. And when you go into the number of population of the so-called Hispanics of the Northern Kingdom, there's 65 million Northern Kingdom, residents out here.
That shows you what spirit these devils are in, man. They don't give a fuck about you Israelites. We've been telling y'all this. And you still got these fucking coons out here who are siding with these devils, thinking that ain't no tribulation coming that way. You sadly mistaken, man.
Fine.
Anton, Dames, niggas like you niggas gonna be targets too. You see? Just watch.
Yep.
It ain't finna just stop with the Northern Kingdom. Southern Kingdom, it's coming our way too, man.
You see that protest that the Haitians were holding?
You see?
Yep.
So that's what it is.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. It goes into the mindset of these devils, man. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 10, it says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. So they don't give a damn about your age, nothing like that, man. Young or old, man, they're going to try to get us up out of here. It says, verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
And that's why you see no justice here, man. Because Esau's going out to his
justice system.
His double standard justice system.
His hypocritical justice system, man.
Yep.
Ain't no true justice here. You see, you got it.
Because they show you that all the time. A Jake goes in for a certain crime, and they give him all these years. But a Edomite goes in there, it's like a slap on the hand, bro.
Exactly.
A slap on the wrist, you know? They get out on probation, this and that, but a Jake be going to jail for 3 or 4 life sentences.
Fine. Michael Vick and Ben Roethlisberger, both NFL quarterbacks. You had Vick do all that time for the dog issue, and then Roethlisberger was
out here raping bitches.
out here raping hoes, and you never heard about him missing any time in the league.
Ain't missed no time in the league. Was out there for fucking OTAs like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this ain't our rest, man. This ain't our country. This ain't our nation.
You got it.
So yeah, man, their strength is in the judicial system. So they're gonna use the judicial system to entrap us, man. But the Lord is the one who justifies us, man, at the end of the day, man.
They ain't got nothing on us, man. That's the thing. We're not out here wilding out. We're not out here doing anything to break any laws. You see, we out here living according to the standard that the Most High told us to live in. Faith in Yahweh Shai that tells us there's no condemnation to those who are in Yahweh Shai. You see? Ain't no condemnation to us. What can Esau bring against us? What are you gonna say? He gonna have to make up a lie. He gonna have to fabricate some. But at the end of the day, the justice is gonna come down from on high. And the Most High is gonna what? He's gonna justify us, man.
I was gonna say, what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to make us an offender for a word. They're gonna try to say that this word is treason or whatever.
But the thing is, the word of the Most High reigns supreme over anything man has to say. You see? That's the thing.
Yeah, there's nobody or nothing or no one that can override these prophecies.
All we've done is what the Heavenly Father commanded us to do, and that's what's pleasing in His sight. What are you gonna say? Because we preaching the word of righteousness, as we've been told to do, from the Heavenly Father through His Son Yahweh Shai. There's nothing that you fucking devils are gonna say against us to condemn us. You niggas out here doing all manner of wickedness around the clock. You see, in violation of the Most High's word day in and day out. And you're gonna try to bring up charges against us, man. The Most High's not going for that shit. You see? You got it.
That was in the minute.
I got a quick one, Baba Kashad. This is hit the point right here. This is Obadiah. In verse 10, it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." We see it, man. It's talking directly to Esau Edom, man. They're going to be cut off forever after 1,000 years in hard bondage, man. They're not getting away what they have done. Hey, Cain is not getting away what he did to Abel. The serpent's not getting away by deceiving. You know, all this is accounts in the scriptures of what these Edomites have done since the beginning of time. They're going to pay for what they have done. They're going to pay for turning this world upside down, man. They're going to pay for blaspheming Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Hey, these images, man, that they put up, setting himself up as being the Almighty, setting himself up as being the Messiah, man.
They have to pay for all that, man. You see? So the thing is, who is the Heavenly Father going to be with? Who is he going to justify? Is he going to justify these devils that have done nothing but rebel, commit murder in the earth, continue senseless wars, rape, rob, and pillage? Hey, put his people to the sword beyond measure. Is the Most High going to justify these people? Who are speaking against the word of righteousness, who are trying to condemn his children for believing upon his word as he's told us to do? The Most High's not going to justify them, man. Esau has nothing that he can bring up against us. And that's why the Most High told us to move in a certain spirit. You see? That's why the Apostle Peter tells us to do what? Pass the time of our sojourning here in fear. And when you pass that sojourning here in fear, that keeps you within the bounds of what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua needs us to walk in as we move in faith. So when Esau comes, he's going to have to lie. He's going to have to make some shit up. He's going to have to use his AI technology, his deep fakes, to make it seem like we've said something or done something that we didn't do. You see?
Yeah.
So he can be justified in putting us to death, but at the end of the day, he's never going to be justified. The Most High is not going to uphold Esau's unrighteous judgment, man. You see? That's not going to happen.
Got some right here. And this is just the reality, man. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 17. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake."
And that's going to be mainly by our people who have no fucking understanding, man. Our people who are so fucking in love with Esau, they would rather destroy the prophets than see this man go down. That's what's going to come our way. And it begins with a lot of our people who know they're Israelites, man. Because they're not firmly rooted in the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. They're going to even eventually side with Esau. They say, oh, the problem is with the camps. Mainly Great Millstone. They're the reason that we can't come together as a nation. They're stopping progress. They're holding us up from the kingdom. Well, all we're doing is what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua told us to do. You see?
Yeah.
You got it.
"And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake,
Just like Yahushua was. Was he not brought before governors and kings? You got it.
for a testimony against them and the Gentiles."
So we're going to find ourselves in these positions, and we're going to testify against them, man. Like Stephen did, man. You see? Stephen, hey, he was in boldness, in the spirit, testifying against Jacob, letting him know that everything that we're teaching unto you, we're preaching unto you, is what the Heavenly Father has said. And they're going to be cut to the spirit, and they're going to want to put the men of the Lord to death, man. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to stand up on our behalf. He's going to defend us as this thing comes down to the wire. You see?
This time we win.
That's right.
It says, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak."
We ain't got to prepare nothing, man. We ain't got to be sitting around having no monologue or when they come snatch me, I'm going to tell them this. We ain't got to say nothing. The Spirit of the Lord is going to come upon us to say exactly what needs to be said. And these people who are going to be hearing this, they're going to be condemned, man. You got it?
For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
So we ain't got to prepare nothing, man. Sitting around writing a script. Well, if he say this, I'm going to come back with this. If he say that, I'm going to say this. We ain't got to do none of that.
And that's I mean, even we've done it before. How many times have you gone to court and you think you're going to say something or something's going to play out a different way and it goes a whole different route? I mean, how many times do we come out here to camp and we want to start off a certain way and it just goes that different? Yeah, it takes over, bro. And that's the Most High putting his words in our mouth, and he did the same thing with Moses, you know.
So we don't have to worry about nothing, man. You don't have to overthink this, man. All you need to do is have faith that the Most High is giving you the ability to have faith. That's all you got to do. Is believe. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got one. This is Job 20 and 22. It's talking about Esau. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating.
So no matter what these devils try to do, it's all going to lead up to them falling into the traps that the Most High set up for them to fall into by way of prophecy, man. You see? There's no way Esau overcomes what the Most High has prepared for him to fall into. And like we said earlier, once he begins to come against the true believers, especially the men of the Lord, you're going to see more prophecy activated. It's going to bring Esau deeper and deeper into the judgment, man. And ultimately to that perdition that's set up for him to come into, beginning with the destruction of America.
Yeah. And this is him filling up his belly, you know, like coming after the Northern Kingdom right now, you know, creating the concentration camp, alligator Alcatraz. What the brother just read about the, you know, the prophets being brought into the councils, you know. Esau's gonna feel, that's why in Trump, you know, he's got that arrogant, cocky spirit. He thinks it's a joke. He's laughing about everything he's doing to the Northern Kingdom right now. But, you know, it's because why? He don't believe that he's gonna be brought down, you know. He thinks his enterprise is gonna be fulfilled, which we know in the scriptures in the book of Job, it also tells you that Yahweh is not gonna allow him to fulfill his enterprise. All right, this is verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So that's eventually it's going to be those nukes, you know.
Hey, you see that bus just passed by, says arrow on the side of it, man.
Oh, does it?
That's synonymous to those missiles, man.
Yep, that's why as we read that. That bow of steel are those arrows that are going to be shot forth to the ends of the world. So you can read about that in the 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, you know. So hey, we know what the end all be all is, you know. So let your mind not be troubled, you know. Just keep, like the brother Halaki is saying, just keep on pushing, keep the faith, keep enduring. Because we got the game plan written out. It's already, the blueprint is already, you know.
You don't have to try to change the formula, man. You don't have to try to add to the script and take away. Just follow the game plan that the Most High set up, and it's gonna get us the victory, man. It's gonna be like, just trust the process. Just trust in Yahweh Shai, and He's gonna bring us the victory. It's not that deep. You see, just keep it simple. Continue to move in the bounds of what the Heavenly Father told us to do. We're having faith in Yahweh Shai, and everything's going to be taken care of, man. Yeah, we're going to find ourselves in a state of tribulation. We're going to find ourselves in the midst of these tribulent times, in the furnace of this affliction, but this is our way to go as Israelites, man. There is no other way. You see? There is no other way. Just trust in the Lord. He got us, man. Trust that He has us, and He will have us. Y'all brothers have any closing steps?
Yeah, bro.
Good, yo, whatever y'all got, where you go?
This is Job 14 and verse 5, going into what we're just talking about, how Esau's not going to fulfill his enterprise. This is Job 14 and verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
He cannot pass what the Most High set him to fulfill. He's going to fulfill all that he needs to fulfill, and once he fulfills his portion in the Most High's prophecy, his ass is going to be taken down. And this is what every day is leading up to. All these legislation, these laws and legislation he's put into place, all these actions that Esau's taking in the earth is leading up to his downfall, man. Because the Most High is ending this heathen age with this fucking devil, and he's ushering in that age of righteousness, man, as he promised he would do. You see, we are close, man. The kingdom of heaven is close. Yahweh Shah is close. You see, you got it.
We out here measuring the time diligently. We see all the signs. That's how we know it's close. Yeah, I can finish this off with the closing steps.
You can't see the signs if you ain't paying attention to the news.
This is I'm just going to finish this chapter off because it's still a lot of meat. And it's just going into the downfall that is going to happen to this devil, you know. Verse Job 20 and 25, it says, "It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall."
And that goes into those missiles being shot out of the silos, man. That's how the Most High is going to end this place. He's going to cause all hell and chaos and havoc to break loose, and then he's going to rain fire down upon this bitch. You got it?
Terrors are upon him, and all darkness shall be hid in his secret places, and fire not blown shall consume him.
That beast of destruction, man. That's what the Heavenly Father is going to sweep the entirety of this land with. You see that nuclear flame. You see? And that's a part of Esau's judgment. So that's what every day is leading to. All this shit that Esau's doing is ultimately leading up to this. You see, the greatest destruction the world has ever seen before. You got it?
It shall go ill with him, and that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity.
And that's what's happening now through the internet. Esau's been exposed all throughout the world. He can no longer hide himself like he did in times past, before the internet was invented. Before everybody had all these smartphones, Esau was just able to do whatever he wanted to do in the earth and spin the story how he wanted to spin it, and people would believe it. But now, that shit is over with. Everybody has smartphones. Everybody's going live. They're recording everything.
Yeah, exactly.
They going into all this. They using AI. They go into all these documents and bringing up all these different points to prove that what he's saying is a lie. Because what? We're in the time of the man of sin, the son of perdition, being exposed. You see? Because what? We are at the end of his rulership. You got it?
The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh.
This is what he's been appointed to. Like we've been appointed to receive the glory that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah has promised unto us. Esau and his entire family line has been promised to be brought into what? Perdition, destruction. The vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. These are the people that the Most High has placed this curse upon. The curse of the Most High is where? In the house of the wicked, man. You see? That was it.
Yeah, I wanted to get something right away because you were talking about how Esau used to, basically he was using newspaper, radio, and television, and nobody really had access to that. You know, the way we do now have access to everything. Even the way the prophets have access to live stream and put forth the truth. We didn't have access to that. Even when the apostles, look at the stories of the apostles. They had to go to the libraries and sit there and write things down and search. But I just want to get this.
Knowledge shall increase.
Because what? Technology will be increased. And now this man's wickedness is being broadcast live around the clock. He cannot do what he did in the 1920s. Come on with a goddamn radio broadcast, and there was no way for you to fact check that. You see, you had to just go off of what he told you, and that's why he was able to control the people's minds more than what he can do now. Because people can look, oh, that's bullshit. You got people actually saying that people not even watching mainstream media no more because they know it's bullshit. Because what? Knowledge has increased because that's what it would be at the time of this man being exposed for who he really is.
But I just want to get this AI overview right away, Baba Kashar. It says a newscaster, also known as a news anchor or newscaster, is a person who presents news reports on televisions, radio, or the internet. They are the face and voice of news delivery, responsible for researching, writing, and presenting news stories to the public. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, that's what the prophets are here doing. They're analyzing everything. They're going back into the history of the scriptures. They're reading. They did everything they had to do to present the truth. And now we're doing it through what? Via the internet. Via what? YouTube. Which is the main platform.
That's why it says in Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, that he's going to be revealed through the spirit of his mouth, which are his prophets. You know?
Let's go. Let me get 3 points right away. It says responsibilities. Their duties include researching stories, writing news reports, and delivering them to the audience, often under tight deadlines. And what do the prophets do? They have to go. They look at what's happening, who's set up as rulers, everything that's going on, and then going back to the scriptures, reading it through the scriptures, filtering it out through the scriptures, bringing out a set of scriptures to let the people know, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. See, that's the difference now. You got the truth coming out, and the prophets actually being able to deliver the truth through.
That's why it says, because at the end of the day, the brother's basically breaking down reporting. Tells you in Isaiah 53, who shall believe our report?
And then what do we do at the end of every live, at the end of every video? What do? You publish it, right? We're publishing the word. We're pushing it forward.
Which publishing goes into the word declare.
Yep.
You know? So we're out here declaring the truth, exposing,
exposing this bastard, lying-ass bastard, Esau Edom, man.
Him in his time.
Shameful spewing his
Yep.
own name now.
Yep.
And that's how it will be at the end. The great reawakening of the Israelites will go hand in hand with Esau being exposed, man. Because what? There's a transition happening. Matter of fact, let's end on that. Sirach 10 and 8. We can end it on Sirach 10 and 8. This is it, man. This is it. You know?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit.
And that's how Esau has everything he has. And the Most High set him up with that from the beginning. That was a part of his blessing, which was ultimately ended up being what? His curse. You got it?
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what we're witnessing right now, man. The kingdom is being little bit by little bit taken out of Esau's hands to be put into the hands of who? Yahweh Shai and the elect, man.
Because the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be established here on earth. This is what Esau Edom has a hold of right now, the earth.
And guess what? It's being taken out of his grasp to be put into the fullness of ours, man. So that which is sown with evil has to go down so that which is sown with good can be fully established. You see? We ain't gonna be in the earth vying for power with the Edomites. We're gonna reign supreme dominantly, man. It's like it ain't gonna be no competition. It's gonna be the Israelites and the Israelites only ruling in complete authority and dominion according to what the Most High has laid out in prophecy. The saints shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Thus saith the Lord, man.
So what did Yahweh Shai say in Luke 10? He said, behold, I saw Lucifer falling like lightning.
Satan falling like lightning forever.
Satan, yeah.
Yep. So that's what it is, man.
This place is. That's why it's falling so fast, man.
Nothing other than this. So as the days continue to progress, you're going to see more and more of these words being fulfilled and know and understand that this is all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You see? And so with that, man, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect because that's what we do it for. We're going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh
Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakah Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, man. So with that, we're going to end it by giving, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal. Shalom, Akim.
Yes, sir. It's about to rain out. Most I kept it cool today, though.